Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to be covering everything that you need to know about having sex during pregnancy. This topic is on such a high demand, I thought I just have to make a video about it. Find out everything you need to know. I'll be debunking some myths and be mentioning some hidden dangers to watch out for. This video has actually been requested by several people, so I thought now is the time. Let's do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe because next week's video will be about how to feel sexy during pregnancy. So, is it safe to have sex during pregnancy? Well, yes and no. If you have a pregnancy that is healthy and on track, then nothing speaks against having sex. If you're unsure about anything, do clarify with your doctor. Having sex during pregnancy can be very emotional because we are in a very vulnerable state. The hormones are completely mixed up, everything is different, and you have to really tune into yourself to see how you're feeling. You have to really be in the mood for it, and you have to be able to let go. And that is why I made the video on how to feel sexy and confident during pregnancy, because this is another problem a lot of women come to me about. Because if you don't feel desirable and you've got this hidden tension, you won't enjoy it and you'll be thinking in all different directions. And even after, this is just an unnecessary stress that we would like to avoid, because stress translates down to the baby. So here are a couple of things that you need to watch out for. Needless to say, avoid extremes like anything that has to do with choking or gagging or breath retention and could cause panic. Anything that has to do with losing your breath, because you need to stay oxygenated. If you aren't oxygenated, then so isn't your baby, and there is a lot happening every day during pregnancy. Your body needs that oxygen. So stay away from everything that steals your breath or any other type of suffocation hazards. That's why you need to establish an open atmosphere with your partner before sexual intercourse. Even long sessions can be like running for miles, and even then you can get out of breath somehow. So pay special attention to when your breath seems short. And the next thing is stay hydrated. If you're having them longer sessions, then make sure that you drink every now and again. You're losing a lot of fluids through your sweat and other things that flow. And with all the hormones, you might be drifting off to cloud 9, not noticing that you're not really feeling well, not noticing that your body actually needs a swig of water. Coming back to talking openly to your partner, you might be having sex with tons of people, or you might be only having one person, your partner. It is very important that you talk to them and that you feel comfortable talking during sex. You have to avoid pressure on your belly. And if your partner doesn't know this, you need to be able to tell them comfortably without feeling irritated or without being scared to put them off. And also you need to avoid any pressure on your back or the pelvis. Now this sounds like it's complicated to memorize, but your body will tell you when something is compressed that shouldn't be, believe me. And if you're having trouble tuning into what your body is trying to tell you, then I can recommend do yoga, because you will gain so much body awareness. The link to my course is down below. Talking about partners, it can also be the partner that is scared or concerned about having sex, especially if you've been trying for a long time. So you as a pregnant woman might be randy as heck, but you're not getting the same performance back in return. You need to sit down and talk about this. Maybe even sit together and watch this video where all the hazards are explained, or maybe take your partner with you to the doctor next time to let a professional take their scare away. But if you don't deal with this topic, it can also mean that you will go into a depression. You might not feel desirable. You might start feeling ashamed of your changing body. It can just cause more chaos in your brain that's already happening due to all the hormones. And if you think a step further, with this feeling in the back of your mind will also change the communication towards your partner, and you will both be ending up feeling bad. If you suppress this topic, then it will just get worse. Talk about it. It might not be completely clarified after one session, but then just make little dates where you talk about things, and it can gradually change your mindset. Some things need time. Put effort into it. It's never too late. This can really ruin a good relationship. And if you feel like this has already happened, then don't miss my video next week. I highly recommend it so you can feel beautiful and confident with your changing body. Pregnancy is something really special, and you can make it feel so good, even in bed. Does sex induce labor? Well, yes and no. When your body is ready for labor, then yes, there's a hormone in the sperm called oxytocin, which does induce labor. Like I said, only when your body is ready though. This should be at the end of the 3rd trimester, but sex during the 1st and the 2nd trimester does not induce labor. Chill. And back to the extremes, don't shove anything oversized down your hoo-ha. Everything is changing, and with the growing belly, your uterus expands and your cervix wanders a bit more down and changes. Because your body is making space for the baby, so all the organs are just going in all the other directions. So all the organs down here are squeezed down. That means that you might even find it uncomfortable when you're even having sex with the same person because so much is changing down there. So again, be careful when you're shoving things up there. Even if the size was okay before, it might not be now. So if you have any pain and you're insecure with anything, then do speak to your doctor. But be aware that your cervix is changing day by day. It's bigger, it can drop down, and the penis can hit that end easier. There is one last warning I need to speak out. During pregnancy, your body creates a plug of mucus that protects the baby from bacteria. Now this is supposed to loosen in the 3rd trimester, right at the end, but occasionally it can loosen earlier. In this case, use a condom. How do you know if it's still there or not? You will notice a discharge that is a bit thicker and that is slimy, and it is noticeably different. And if you're unsure if this has happened or not, and you're not fully secure, then check with your doctor. Let them see if it's still there. And if you haven't got time to wait until you get to the doctor, then use that condom. With your body and your hormones changing, so might your flora. So even if you're having sex with the same person, you can end up a bit itchy. Don't panic, just go to the pharmacy or the doctor and get yourself some special medication and it will go away easy. Actually, maybe you should even get it before, just to have it on hand, just in case you need it. During pregnancy, your sex drive can be different, so you might want more sex or you might want no sex at all. Both cases are normal, but in my opinion, if you want no sex at all, then you might have some blockages in your mindset, some limiting beliefs, not feeling good enough or not feeling sexy. Take your time to deal with these thoughts. Where are they coming from? Are they self-made? Or did someone say something to you at one point that stuck in your mind? Make sure to talk openly to someone you trust, your partner, a friend, or your doctor. These thought patterns, you don't want to turn them into a habit. The more habit they are, the harder they are to get rid of. This can lead to a pregnancy depression. So if anything just triggered you while I was speaking, then don't suppress it. Work with it. Not only for your mental health during pregnancy, but also the time after. I hope you got some useful information out of this video. I would be happy to see you next week. So subscribe and don't forget to like. Again, if you're interested in my course, it is linked down below. I would also be happy to see you there. Until then, see you next week. Bye.